It was the final week of 2025. The world was wrapped up in holiday celebrations, and most people thought the year's big tech news was already behind us. But on December 24th, a bombshell dropped that shook the AI industry to its core, Nvidia. The undisputed king of AI chips announced a massive deal with Groq, a rising startup specializing in cutting-edge AI hardware, valued at around $20 billion. This became Nvidia's largest transaction ever. Officially, it's described as a non-exclusive licensing agreement. Nvidia gains access to Groq's breakthrough inference technology, while Groq remains an independent company. But dig deeper, and it's clear this is far more strategic. Let's break it down. First, what is Groq? Founded in 2016 by Jonathan Ross, the engineer who led Google's tensor processing unit project Groq builds specialized chips called language processing units, or LPUs. These aren't your standard GPUs, which were originally designed for video games and graphics. GPUs are powerful, but when it comes to AI inference, that is, the process of running trained models to generate responses, like in ChatGPT, they can be slow and energy-hungry. Groq's LPUs are purpose-built for this. The company claims they deliver up to 10 times the speed and 10 times lower energy consumption compared to traditional setups. That's a game-changer for real-time AI applications. Now, back to the deal. Under the agreement, Nvidia licenses Groq's inference tech and integrates it into its ecosystem. More crucially, Jonathan Ross Groq's founder and CEO, President Sunny Ma, and a large portion of the engineering team report suggests around 90% are joining Nvidia. Groq continues operating independently, with its cloud service, Groq, still running under new CEO Simon Edwards, the former CFO. But in reality, the heart of Groq's innovation, its technology, and top talent is now powering Nvidia. Why structure it this way, instead of a full acquisition? Antitrust regulations. Nvidia already controls about 90% of the AI chip market. A straight buyout of a direct competitor like Groq could trigger intense scrutiny from regulators, potentially blocking the deal. Much like Nvidia's failed attempt to acquire ARM years ago. By calling it a licensing agreement and keeping Groq independent, Nvidia sidesteps much of that risk. Analysts call this an acqui-hire, essentially acquiring the assets and people without buying the whole company. It's a playbook we've seen before from big tech. Google, Microsoft, Amazon, and Meta have done similar deals recently, licensing tech and poaching talent while leaving the shell company behind. The winners here? Groq's investors, including BlackRock, Samsung, and Cisco, see massive returns. The startup was valued at just $6.9 billion a few months earlier. This deal delivers huge profits. Many employees with vested shares also get payouts. But there's a downside. Rank-and-file engineers who worked long hours on low salaries, betting on a future exit or IPO, may come away with little, since it's not a full sale. Unvested options don't cash out for everyone. This raises bigger questions about competition in AI. If every promising startup ends up feeding the giants through licensing, talent drains, or outright deals, where does that leave innovation? New players like Cerebras are pausing IPO plans, wondering if they'll be next. Nvidia sits on over $60 billion in cash. They can license or partner with anyone they want, anytime. It's legal. It's smart business. But is it healthy for the ecosystem? Is it ethical when it consolidates power in fewer hands? As we head into 2026, the AI inference market is exploding, projected to grow from $10 billion today to over $100 billion by 2030. Nvidia's move positions them even stronger, blending their GPU dominance with Groq's specialized speed. This deal isn't just about one transaction. It's a blueprint for how big tech will shape the future of AI. Faster, more efficient, but potentially less competitive. The question for all of us: in the race to build tomorrow's intelligence, who really wins?